fright for super Earth, bright light. Destruction, chaos out of every stride. Feel the metal crush, feel the hate collide. Break their circuits, break their cold steel bones. In smoke and fire our legacy is grown. This land is cursed with iron and rust. We turn the tides with courage and trust. Super Earth calls we answer fierce. With every drop of blood we pierce. And explosions light the night. Helldivers take the fight. A gift we see to feel no fright for super Earth, bright light. Bright light. Bright light. Explosions light the night. Helldivers take the fight. Against machines who feel no fright for super Earth, bright light. For super Earth, bright light. For super Earth, bright light. On a blood red sky, rise and roars. 7 inch rising like a blade. Helldivers march moves pounding earth. Evacuation on our backs, we grind. Evacuation on our backs, we grind. Helldivers fight through the fire and blood. Fields up guns, blizzard skulls hit the mud. Helldivers march their lost souls. Turn and scream, hear our battle calls. Helldivers fight through the fire and blood. Shields up guns, blizzard skulls hit the mud. Save the damned with desperate lost souls. Turn and scream, hear our battle calls. Super Earth calls sending us down. Homer's last scream sharpen the sound. Helldivers storm, no retreat, just fight. Morning breaks in time, it's night. Helldivers fight through the fire and blood. Shields up guns, blizzard skulls hit the mud. Helldivers march their lost souls. Turn and scream, hear our battle calls. Helldivers fight through the fire and blood. Shields up guns, blizzard skulls hit the mud. Save the damned, the desperate lost souls. Turn and scream, hear our battle calls. Cities falling, nothing but ruins left. Hope lingers on, fleeting like breath. Helldivers rage, left us alive. Fighting for those barely survive. Plasma bolts tear through the sky. War cries, echo souls sanctified. Helldivers charge, fighting the end. Glory claimed in the fallen's dread. Smoke and fire, it's raining down. Skies on fire, havoc all around. Panic in the streets, no place to hide. Helldivers rise, take us for the ride. Engines roar, metal beasts in flight. Screaming, breaking through the endless night. Hope to find a thing, hold on tight. Evacuate the world before it's out of sight. To the skies they take us high. Heroes in the flames, no questions why. Through the terror storm they defy. Helldivers rise, never say die. Never say die. Lights are flashing, calls of Mayday. Never say die. Never say die. Never say die. Lights are flashing, calls of Mayday. Desperate cries won't let the demons stay. Steel bird sword cutting through the fray. Helldivers, never let them have the way. Loves and glory pay the bitter toll. Sacrifice our souls on the line so bold. Victory's taken, but we hold the goal. Super Earth saints, hearts of iron cold. To the skies they take us high. Heroes in the flames, no questions why. Through the turrets from the inside. Helldivers rise, never say die. Never say die. Yeah, Helldivers rise, never say die. Yeah, never say die. Never say die.
Right then, Helldivers, how we all doing? Hope we're doing good, because we've got loads to go over today. There is going to be a discussion regarding yesterday's interview with Mikael Eriksson, the game director for Helldivers 2. There's going to be plenty to go over. We're going to make a video regarding his actual statements that he has made throughout the entire interview. I have already watched it. I'm not going to try to spoil it a little bit too much as I give you guys my live reaction of what he is going to talk about, but we are going to watch it together, and based on this I am going to make my own video that will be out not today because I don't have time to do extensive amount of editing, but I will be posting another video tomorrow with regards what he had to say. Right, let's get this video up because there is going to be a lot to talk about, and what I'm about to talk about will be in a video tomorrow, a simplified version of what we are basically going to talk about right now. So, plenty to go over. Let's get this display thing on because there is going to be, this is going to be very, very big conversation, a big discussion time. I'm going to put my recording on now. Let's have a look at this because we are going to have loads, and I mean loads to talk about. Right, enough the chatter. Get your headsets on. Let's jump in.
I don't know why we do that.
Yeah, I think that was actually pretty impressive. So, Mika, here it is. You're sitting next to me.
Yeah.
Finally, thank you so much. I know you're a busy, busy man. We should probably start with the big elephant in the room, which is, I'm sure you've seen it, the ongoing topic of performance. What's your opinion? Can you give some insights? What are the gang doing? Tell everything.
Okay. Nice talking to you, Sean, and nice having Zelda here with us as well. So on performance, there's actually, I would say, many things that are not working right now.
Right. I'm going to stop right there. I have seen this before, and this initial expression is not bringing too much enthusiasm from me. Why do we have a laughing joke about this? This is not a laughing matter. Performance, the state of the game, like this part of the video suggests, is an absolute shambles. This is not time to have a laugh and a joke. This is time to be like, right, let's get this on the road. Let's show the people what they were, what they came here for.
Performance being one. We could talk about performance being, you know, as in like the frames per second on the different consoles that where you can play Helldivers, and but then there's also crash rates. So you know we have various bugs causing crashes in the game, and then we just have the overall bugs that can cause like you know yankiness that you can feel when playing the game. And we could also talk about just the sort of the tightness and the balance of the various enemies and the loadout and so forth. And all of this is probably what players, you know...
Not probably. Definitely. Performance, again, big issue.
Many of these different things, at least, are what players are talking about when they're talking about just the game overall performance. And what I can say is that after the last big update into the Unjust, we experienced more issues than what we were comfortable with, and the players felt it, we felt it, and I would say that the feedback that we've gotten has been very justified.
Right, okay, so one thing that I will agree with Mikael here is the fact that yes, Into the Unjust has brought enormous amount of bugs, enormous amount of problems. Yes, the community isn't happy, and I do agree the fact that they have acknowledged this, but what I'm interested in now is the action plan. You know what the problem is? Let's have a listen to the solution.
What I can say is that we're taking this very seriously.
Good.
And we are focusing way more now on addressing these issues to make sure that this sort of thing doesn't happen again.
Good.
And we have made the decision to push some of our content and feature updates a little bit into the future while we're addressing these things to make sure that we can get to a much more stable state.
Okay, that's very good. The fact that they are delaying content in terms of, you know, the physical stuff, the updates, the enemy types, the new weapons, etc., stuff like that, or maybe even pushing the narratives forwards, which I have noticed because the MO that came out today, as you guys are watching it yesterday, is one of the biggest filler MOs that I have ever seen. But I can't be too upset about this because obviously they are trying to bring the concept of the Gloom back into the game slowly, obviously bringing back a Rupture Strain as well. They did say it was going to take a little bit of time. And I don't mind pushing the content itself back. I know there's going to be a fraction of the community that is going to be progressively more frustrated because they are focusing more on the performance, but later on down the line, we are going to get more and more players saying, where's more content, where's new stuff, where's new enemies, where's new weapons, where's new structures, missions, etc., etc. So I don't mind pushing the content back a little bit and obviously prioritizing performance, because yes, right now this is a number one thing, but we need to think about that little fraction of the players that will soon question the lack of content because there is performance stuff going on. This has been very big topic in one of the very popular games, Counter-Strike 2, when there was just fixes, but there was no content. And I think Counter-Strike has its own way of doing this now when they have a good proportion of what to fix and what to release. Something that Arrowhead has a lot of thinking and learning to do.
That we can believe in. And then also we want to make sure that we actually do update the game in ways that will make the game more stable, in ways that are noticeable for players with every new update that we do. Some of these things we can address fairly quickly, especially with some of the bugs that players are rightfully complaining about. Other things are more tricky. For example, improving the FPS on the various consoles. Just that type of performance, that's more tricky. We have our top brains thinking about this, not me, but other people, and we'll see. But we are already making really big improvements, and I'm confident that we will get there, and we will be able to talk more in detail about this.
Okay, two things here. Obviously, the big brains. So people that are familiar with the concept of like software, database, big words are like just fell out on my head. Like engine, etc. Like people that can handle the software and the invisible side of video game development. The stuff that makes it tick. Not what you can see, but the stuff underneath it. Like engine, performance, data logs, binary, stuff like that. And the second thing, once again, I like the fact that he acknowledges the fact that like this is a big issue. So I appreciate what he's trying to say here.
Hopefully, quite soon.
Well, I think that's going to be music to people's ears.
Absolutely.
We've scratched the surface on that topic, but I'd like to understand, when you look out over the roadmap, as you said, what are some of the things that you're excited for players to see or might want players to be looking forward to?
I'm excited.
Okay, so once again, they confirmed that there is a roadmap, something that quite a lot of players weren't even sure that it exists. We have a roadmap in place, although we as a player base don't have a picture of it. The developers do. There is something there. They have a roadmap in place. There's going to be a structure at which they fix certain things. Okay, that's good.
About everything that we're doing, and we have very good plans for the future. Sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle to talk too much in detail about exactly what we're planning, because that's just not the type of game that we're doing.
Right, another thing that I just noticed as well, if you look at the bottom of the screen, we are now currently looking at forward content, release and philosophy. We are already past the performance state of the game. Performance and the state of the game has been talked about for 2.5 minutes. This is a 16, almost 17-minute video. I'm a little bit concerned now because I personally think that this section should have been significantly longer. I really hope he's going to touch on performance a little bit more. But at the moment, the fact that this section is so short makes me a little bit concerned.
In our game, I like to think of the Helldivers universe as an actual living universe, in large part shaped by the decisions of the players. That is the sort of universe that we're imagining. And in this kind of universe, it makes sense that you don't know everything about what the enemies are plotting. Sometimes things can sort of surprise you. So like with Omens of Tyranny, for example, when the Illuminates attacked, they did like a surprise attack. And we didn't foreshadow it beforehand, even though, of course, many players were speculating about it, and there were players catching all kinds of weird aerial phenomena. And I was speculating that this was actually the Illuminates.
Okay, we are going a little bit of a tangent here. We are talking about the lore of the game. We're talking about the past of the game. I don't think this is the number one focus right now. I think we need to focus about what we are about to do, not what already happened, if that makes sense. Like, we need to focus on what's going on right now, the fixes that we need to do right now, not about the previous content. Although it was Omen, yeah, don't get me wrong, Omens of Tyranny was an absolutely amazing release. But personally, I'm not very interested in this right now.
So there was a lot of speculation, but of course we never said like, hey, on this date the Illuminats will
Yeah,
will
Pardo,
attack,
exactly.
Spoil it a little bit, and we don't want to spoil those kind of surprises.
I already watched the whole thing as well, Pardo. I just want to point it out. I watched it out there, but I'm gonna release a video. I'm recording and streaming at the same time, so I'm going to release a video. A similar thing to what Cloud did yesterday. I'm gonna do like my version of that, basically. Nice to see you, by the way, man.
That's not the only way we want to tell the story, of course. We don't always want to tell the story in that way, but we can't, and I can't talk too much about exactly what's gonna what's coming down the line. But
okay, that's actually a very interesting one. I understand he's talking about the content release and philosophy in this section, but he said he can't talk about things too many. There is nothing wrong with telling us about the technical element of the game. Like, I understand you guys have like NDAs, etc. regarding content, but I was saying earlier that the performance section of this video is 2.5 minutes long, and it's almost a 17 long video. That section should have been longer, and I think we are communicating the wrong things right now. We are communicating about previous content, that's Omens of Tyranny. That was almost a year ago. We need to shift away from that and focus on what's going on at hand.
we do have many things lined up, and we have a plan for way into the future that I'm very excited about.
So that's the future, but I want to take a second and look backwards. Obviously, you've been
Again, don't look backwards. Don't look backwards. Look right now.
involved from from day one. What's kind of changed a little bit now that we're day 600 plus?
Wow.
Can't imagine perhaps all of this was as expected.
No, it wasn't. I will just say quickly, I've not been involved from day one, because we really start in day
It was
one.
a little
That's
bit
like
down the
8
line.
years before Helldivers 2 launched. But I get what you mean. Day one from when we launched the game. It's been a journey. It's difficult to imagine for me that we're like 600 days into this game now, which is absolute insanity. But I feels like longer and shorter at the same time, and I hope we can continue for way longer. There's been a lot of things that have changed in the game. So we expanded the game in many different ways. So players who've stuck with us from the beginning know that we have, now we can fight, for example, in urban environments. So we have the Super Earth colonies, and we have the Super Earth cities. We have a new faction, the Illuminates. We have many new kinds of enemies and missions.
Right, we, once again, we are talking content. Again, not a priority. Looking back on pivotal moments. Okay, the pivotal moment right now is that you are losing players. That's a pivotal moment right now. The pivotal moment right now is that you are losing players, and I can imagine that because of that, you are losing your revenue. You, as a game director, I can imagine that your responsibility is also financial, not just the game itself. You have some access to, financial and revenue statistics. And that's the part that I'm a little bit concerned, because once again, we are talking about something that even the Xbox divers are familiar with, which is the content and partial history of the game, including the lore.
And so forth. And this has been revealed and added to the game, as the sort of story has progressed. And one thing that I really appreciated with our game, one thing that I do really appreciate with our game, is that we lean a lot into what we like to call good FOMO, which is this. When we say good FOMO, what we mean is that we do want to have FOMO in the game, but not the kind of bad FOMO that we don't like as players, but rather the good FOMO that is you get to take part in and shape this pivotal moment in the Helldivers universe. So, for example, Malevolent Creek was one of those moments that the players created, which is awesome. And then we have stuff like the Battle for Super Earth, that is, players got to take part in defending Super Earth, and they actually managed to defend Super Earth, which is super cool. And
And what happened after that was one of the things that I was personally very disappointed about. Was the removal of the content. We had a Battle of Super Earth. We had the concept of the mega cities. They have been removed from the game for, correct me if I'm wrong here, Pardo, about 2-3 weeks before they have been reintroduced in 10-minute major order. We have lost access to the Illuminates. I understand that. Obviously, they vanished. You're trying to secure the lore a little bit. This just seems the most pointless interview ever. The idea of an interview is fine, just very poor and irrelevant content. Irrelevant, Pardo, I agree with you 100%. When it comes to very poor, I will actually say, I would use a different word. I would say unprofessional. Unprofessional. In my opinion, this, I understand this is obviously interview. They didn't specify that this was coming up, etc. But I think this is a very unprofessional way to present an interview in the situation that we are now. If the game was in the adequate spot, I understand when you can have a laugh and a joke. You have a dog who's like, oh, super cute, but I don't care about the dog. I've got nothing against the dog. Like, come on, you know what I mean. But what's it doing? Like, why are we bringing the cute? That's what I don't get. I understand they're trying to make this as positive as possible, but to me, this just looks like I am watching like an interview where people that are in this interview are, you know, everything's good, everything's happy, everything's a rainbow. That's not the point right now. Right now, we are in an absolute thunderstorm of a game, with performance being a number one. And once again, why have we stopped talking about it? I really, really don't know. But we should be, at this point in the video, we should be still talking performance, and we are well past that.
Live through that, you know, you get to experience it, you get to have an impact on it, and then this event, you know, is over, and you got to be part of that. And if you join the game now, you will not be able to participate in those events again, because that they've already happened, right? They now live in the memory of the people who got to
And
live
that's
through
okay.
that together with the community. And I love that. That's one of the
That's
things
just
that makes
what
me
a
most
live
excited about
service game
Helldivers
should
is,
be.
like, this aspect of the game. And for new players, what I would want them to look forward to, and for them to help to be part of, is the new pivotal moments that will happen. You know, some of which will be initiated by us as the storyteller. So we have our game master.
Right, so going back to your point, Pardo, I know I'm not responding to your comments as quickly, but I'm trying to catch the parts for my video as well. But just read your comment when you said they should have been more serious. Absolutely. I was expecting them to literally go in a camera, look right in the camera like I'm going to do now, and be like, we're sorry, we're going to fix it. Didn't happen. I'm not saying go on a camera, but be right. Listen, guys, we screwed up. We screwed up from the start because they already said that they have not been paying attention to stuff like that when the game initially came out, which is why from day one we had crashes, we had bugs, etc., and that has never been solidified. Now we are acknowledging the fact that those problems need to be solidified, but there is so many of them, or some of them escalated to the point it's becoming very difficult to scale them down. And that's why the roadmap is very difficult for us to, you know, as a community, it's difficult for us to identify what they are actually going to be doing. You got them right, Pardo. Oh, again, you should have said that we hear you, yeah, and then you said that we are fixing it. Again, he has spoke about this a little bit, but we are past that point. But then he should also say, how are we going to do it? The only way they said to us how we are going to do it is through the tech blog that we had last week. And a lot of people don't have the IT or technical knowledge to understand things such as duplication, HDD, SSD. There's children playing this game as well. And you expecting like someone who is like a 13 to like a 18-year-old to understand some of these terms? I don't think so.
That initiates this and that plays with the community, and some of which will be initiated by and shaped by players, you know, and we have this back and forth sort of relationship. I'll throw in that one of our biggest inspirations for Helldivers are rather tabletop role-playing games. So with tabletop role-playing games, you have a game master and you have this sort of story that you're telling, and you have an idea of where you're going. You might even have a book and so forth. Many game masters do this differently.
90% of the 90, maybe 95% of the community, and like probably like 90% of Xbox divers already know who Joel is. They understand the memes. Everybody that plays Helldivers have access to internet. They don't know who Joel is. It's very easy to find out. So while we talking about the game master right now, again, I'm not very sure.
So you have this, and then you have players, and you take them with you on this journey. But you ask the players, you know, what do you do?
Take care, Pardo.
You often have a die that you roll, and just to see if you sort of succeed or not with what you're trying to do. And the action of the players shape the outcome of the story, and sometimes it can really veer off into super unpredictable, in unpredictable directions. For anyone who hasn't played one of these tabletop role-playing games, that is the addictive thing when doing that. And that's what we want to do, and what we're trying our best to do and develop further with Helldivers. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just excited about this. So I hope that for new players, I forgot what you asked actually, but for new players...
Right. Forgot what you asked. Right. The reason why you forgot what you asked, because you are going off the tangent too much. So, there was a question regarding the pivotal moments in the game. We have went so much of a tangent, the question that has been asked towards them has become irrelevant. Because we are talking about the games that are absolutely irrelevant to the current situation, the community, and to us that absolutely love the game. I'm going to quote Cloud Plays on this one as well, because he has said this in the past many, many times. If the game does well, I do well. We make the content on it. If the game's performing well, more people want to play the game. More people want to find out more about the game. More people go visit our channels. We get more views. You get what I'm saying? It's a very difficult and a touchy subject.
What I'm most excited about is for all of these new players to be able to take part in these new pivotal moments and help shape the game. And yeah, I want to. I mean, I'm looking forward to us being able to expand on this type of functionality and give.
Right, if we want to have players to be excited about what you just described as a functionality and a pivotal moment inside of the Helldivers 2, it's one thing that they need. Be able to play the game. Be able to play the game efficiently, smoothly, with no crashes. Because if you want those players to get involved, I'm sorry, but they actually need to be able to play the game. I understand that you guys are making progress. I'm seeing the progress. I got less crashes myself. But the player base, or the large chunk of the player base that you are trying to like engulf into this Helldivers universe, they are already gone. And it's gonna take a lot more than this interview to bring them back.
Give players even more agency in various ways to have an even bigger impact on the outcomes of these stories that we tell.
Well, that's a really good point. That leads right into the next question. PlayStation continues, PC continues, now Xbox players are joining the fray. Yeah. It's truly become amazing how many different players are part of the world now.
Yeah.
When you think of those new players coming in, what is perhaps the advice for those new players, and what do you think that experience is coming in today versus the players that joined on day one?
For the players that joined day one, they all got to sort of learn about this universe and learn about the game and how you play the game. And with Xbox, we now had a bunch of new players, that previously might not have been able to play. They all got to sort of learn about this universe and learn about the game and how you play the game. And with Xbox, we now had a bunch.
That's the key word. Had. Majority of people that were enjoying it on Xbox. Okay, not a majority. I don't know the statistics. But a large chunk of those new players have already left. Why? I gave you the reasons. The crashes, the bugs, lack of enjoyment.
New players, that previously might not have been able to play Helldivers come in, and what we hoped would happen and what we saw happen a lot, which I'm very happy with and proud of to some extent, is that our more veteran players helped these players, and they played missions with them. And
which majority of the veteran players did.
And they say, hey, here's how you use this, and this is what you're supposed to do, and so forth. And they just try to get them into this game and get them to understand how to play Helldivers. That's the sort of spirit that we're after. We love to see it. I love to see it. Like the camaraderie of Helldivers and doing things together. The whole send dudes meme as well. This is what we like to lean into, and it is very fun to work on a game where the community gets to work to solve problems and complete these orders together and strategize together. That's I think that's one of the best things. So I hope for Xbox players, I hope that you had a good onboarding and good interactions with our existing player base.
Had a good interaction with the player base to a large extent. Yeah, I agree with that. But was there an extensive relationship with the development? I haven't seen much of it, to be honest. It's basically, he's talking about the little triangle of the Helldivers that we had since the ODST Warband and the Xbox release, which is we've got our veterans, developers, Xbox divers. So we had the communication here, whereas Xbox divers, console players, but then this part here was very limited. And that part basically means communication between the Xbox divers and the Arrowhead, and a communication between the veterans and Arrowhead. This is what you guys need to work on, is the communication across the new players and the old players. And that is something that I haven't heard you talk about once yet. Hopefully we're going to go into this a little bit later.
And that's actually super interesting, because a question that keeps coming up is, when you're playing, what's your play style? What are you doing? How do you...
Right. Okay. I was hiding my bloody best this section of the video. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I'm gonna say this right now, and I'm gonna say this very openly. Who the fuck cares? I don't care about the game director's playstyle. Why is this a question on an interview where we should be talking, once again, I'm going back to this, when we should be talking performance? Why the hell would I care what the Arrowhead developer's playstyle is? I swear to God, if you are going to talk about your favorite loadout, I am going to crash out. Because why should any of us be in the slightest interested in that? Like no. This is a big no. This is such an irrelevant question in this interview. Like, it's such an irrelevant question. It actually annoys me. I've mentioned that in the video that I posted earlier on today as well. Why on earth are we talking about this? Honestly, I have no idea.
You like to get involved?
Yeah. So if we ask our players, hey, how do you like to play? What makes you excited? What makes you tick? Like, what sort of goals do you have? What do you think is missing from the game?
What kind of goals do you have? You are a game director. I'm sure you are a lovely person. I'm sure you care about the game very much. You always talk about the game very, very expressively, with a positive attitude, etc. I understand that. But what's missing from the game? What's missing from the game are two things: performance and the players that we have lost because of that performance. That's number two things that we should be focusing on recovering. And so far, there was a very, very limited amount of information regarding two of those things.
What do we think we do well? What do you think we do poorly, and so forth? Players tend to give very different answers because, of course, players have different needs, and
yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
So I'm also part of one of these player profiles, you could say, like types of players. So we have, people have seen Niklas and Lennart on video talking about balance updates, for example.
We need that, and we need that very, very quickly. We need Lennart and other developers to talk about this a bit more. I was expecting balance to be a part of this interview as well. So far, it hasn't happened.
They're part of the crew, even they're not this simple, of course, but they're part of the crew that are very interested in, the technical aspects and like specifics. And that's great, because they can make sure that the players who care about this a lot, they get what they need. That's perfect. But for me, I am more of the type of person that basically living through different sorts of fantasies. That's what makes me tick. So when we do war bonds, for example, what we try to do with war bonds. Okay, I'm throwing in many things here now, but
Right. Yeah, exactly. We are throwing too many things here. Again, we are going off the tangent and we are talking about irrelevant information that the community is not interested. Now we're talking about war bonds. The only thing that a fraction of the Helldivers are interested right now, yeah, when's the next one? That's it. No one's interested about anything else. Yeah, when's the next warbond? Again, it's been a very long time since the Dust Devils warbond came out. I don't mind them delaying this a little bit if there's going to be a couple more of boxes fixed. If you're going to delay the warbond by like a week or two, I really don't care. If you like going to fix the hive breaker drill, not dropping into the caves properly, it's totally fine by me. Like, the hive breaker drill is actually the reason, along with the rupture strain, of course. I think the rupture strain has been a very, very big part why you guys decided not to go to Oshune system. Well, hive breaker drill as well. That mission was basically impossible to do. What
we try to do with war bonds is we try to sell a fantasy. You know, you get to feel like this, type of person when you play, right? It's not a. We're not thinking about like a power fantasy or like, oh, this weapon will be much better than every weapon that you tested before. That's not the primary thing that we think about.
Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, that is my impression of the warbonds as well. When they have their own little theme and they have that way of showing different players' personality. So, you know, like somebody that likes the control group warbond is a big fan of, like, you know, the space theme with advanced technology. Whereas, like, somebody who enjoys the Viper Commandos, they might be, like, you know, a big fan of, like, Rambo films or different, like, a war, like a Vietnam War kind of vibe. Or, well, it's not a vibe, really. And then you've got Masters of Ceremony, which is a very militaristic and very patriotic warbond. So I understand that the theme of the warbonds are different. That is absolutely fine. But at the moment, I am not interested about like future warbonds, etc. Again, performance, and fixes. Let's come back to that.
First, we start with what's the fantasy. You know, what sort of movie trope are we trying to sell, for example, or other type of trope are we selling?
Yeah, like Western,
I really enjoy that. So
Wi-Fi, like sci-fi, etc. Yeah,
ways, like playing stealthy ways, playing, you know, more berserker brute ways. That's what makes me tick, and I also really enjoy helping put together these like pivotal moments where everything needs to just work together as like a crescendo in an orchestra. Where you have enemies of different kinds and missions and
let's talk about missions a little bit more
to set the stage pretty much for players to just act things out. That's what really makes me.
I'm getting lost in what he's trying to say. That's a big problem.
The best part of it, of course, as I already said, is you set the stage and then players act it out, and then they do something completely unpredictable that just that shocks me and everyone who's doing this, and that's the best feeling.
What I think a question that comes up is, when you look back over the game up to this point, what are some of the biggest memories, biggest moments that really stand out to you?
Okay, we are going back to the point of previous content and previous events. Again, focus on right now. We already talked about this. Let's like forget about this. Talk about the current state of the game. Why have we not like really touched on the current state of the game? All I know is that he said there's bugs, there's fixes that we need to work on, and we are working on. Give us some specifics.
One of them, of course, is releasing the game and having way more players play than we had anticipated. And then the Malevolent Creek moment that many of our veteran players...
We already talked about this.
It was just a pivotal moment that that
Majority of Xbox
basically
divers know
players
what Malevolent
created
Creek is now
themselves,
as
and they
well.
were, like rallying the troops around this, defending Malevolent Creek. This was when we realized, me and everyone else at Studio realized that, hey, it's working. Like our because we want to, as I said, set the stage and then let players play it out and then have them create these pivotal moments together. That was one of these moments. It was just magical to see and observe in real time. I did really appreciate players' reactions to Omens of Tyranny. I liked that we released like the FRV, the vehicle. This was super cool because I think we surprised at least a few players with where we were taking the game, because many players I think speculated that we wouldn't, because we wouldn't add a vehicle because it would mess up the game balance. Well, surprise, we want to add fantasies, right? We have.
Okay, again, we are going off a tangent again. We just finished talking about the fantasies. Now we're talking about the fantasies again. And like, why are we talking about FRV? Oh, like, why? Why? It's like I'm hearing like throughout this interview, I'm hearing parts that I've heard about like 5 minutes down the line. It's very repetitive, and I am very much lost in what the actual aim of the interview is. I don't fully understand like what is the actual point of this video. Like, what are we actually addressing in this? Because this is so random. There's information flying all over the place. Somebody that has a little bit less of a understanding of a game than myself. Somebody that is just a casual gamer. They're not even going to watch this. Like, this is the part where majority of people watching this video are already gone. Because majority of the players are casual players. The information is flying all over the place. It's like I'd go into the lesson in school and then I'd spend like 5 minutes learning about history. Then I'd spend like another 5 minutes talking about like geography. Then I'd go through all the physical education, maths, English, and then for some reason at the same lesson I'd go back and listen about history again. But not only that, but we are listening about the same part of history. You would not really feel educated if you went to the lesson like that, and that is exactly what this is.
We have much more ambitious plans than this on how to change the game dramatically, and we want to keep doing this because it's just cool, right? Honestly. So that was pretty cool, and then Battle for Super Earth was also, I think, one of these.
Again, we already talked about this.
But there are many. Tianquan was another one. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Calypso was really cool to see.
Again, we just talked about this.
We could talk for ages, and appreciate your openness, and of course, anybody should share their questions for you in the future as we do more of these moments to get your thoughts and hear from you.
We need those.
The final one that we're going to ask before letting you get back to things is, what is one thing that you would like to share with the community?
Working on this. We will fix it. We are sorry. The game is not in the right state right now. We have a plan in place. The roadmap consists on this. This is how we're gonna do this. However, instead of getting what I just said, which is my expectation as a player who cares about the game, who cares about it performs, because once again, if the game does well, I do well. And I will enjoy the game a little bit more as well. However, this is what we got.
I would want to say first that thanks for the patience as we go through these we're so back, it's so over moments.
Right, again. Thank you for the patience. Our patience has run out a very long time ago. My one is on the verge of running out, and the only reason why I do that is because the game itself, the idea of the game, of the life server, the concept of you being the ultimate super soldier fighting for democracy, liberating planets. I like the idea of the game. But other people have a problem with the game because one, judging by the face, we're not taking this very seriously. And we are not patient because a solid chunk of those players already left, which means the patience is well beyond that because they are no longer here.
I would say that. So I'm sometimes it's tough to live through that meme, but it's
We are well past the memes because this isn't funny. We don't talk about the memes. We're talking about solving a problem. Or at least the community is talking about how are we going to fix the problem. Why aren't we not talking about this?
you know, it's clear that we sometimes mess up. I think this is part of making a live
We
service
do.
game.
It's not even the part of making a life service game. It's the part of the fact that we are human beings and we are making mistakes. But the mistakes have been so repetitive from the game, bugs that, even though they have been fixed, they came back. The ones such as, you know, when you could go like a snake around the map, they say they fixed it. That's still in the game. It still happens to me to this day. They were talking about the war pack animation being fixed in the first person. It still exists. It still happens to be quite a lot. The crashes, they've been happening since day one. They still happen to this day. I crashed yesterday. What was the last time I played the game? Yesterday. It's a big no-no.
I really do think that we're developing this game together with the community, and
Can we communicate a little bit more? And can we communicate about the things that it's relevant? If we are developing this game with the community, we need to talk a little bit more amongst ourselves. Every single Tuesday, we are expecting a patch to finally come through. And you guys, I'm not going to lie to you, a majority of you guys are sitting quietly. And if you guys aren't sitting quietly, it's not going out wide enough. It's not spreading well enough. So there, people that are looking forward for a Tuesday update, they want to receive a little bit more of a clarification. Even if it's going to be a little bit of a cheeky message, you know, official Helldivers 2 Discord. Give us a message saying, no update, but we are working hard. Give us an expectation.
and I really appreciate all the feedback that we get. It's super useful to us, and we read it all.
Right, okay, no, I get you guys are reading this, but we don't feel like you do. Personally, I don't feel like you do. I understand that you guys are getting the feedback, and like you said, you read them all. But how is this being used into making a game better? We read them all. Yeah, I understand. And there's been crashes, performance. Some of the PCs are getting fried now as well. There is streamers out there that are saying that their computers need new bloody parts in order to function. And we're not talking about like FPS. It physically destroys people's PCs. That is incredible, like to the point I have never heard of something like that. The fact that a video game that has been made somewhere on the other side of the world can destroy my own equipment is mind-blowing. And the fact that this is actually happening, it's not a very common one, but the fact that this is happening is overwhelming.
I'll say sometimes for you know, at our detriment, but most often it's very positive. Like, it's a very positive experience, I think, to interact with the community, and I'm looking forward to interacting.
Let's do this a little bit more. Yeah, there you go,
Sean. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
this doesn't inspire my confidence in that statement, because how many times did they say they were going to communicate with more? And I feel like they've been communicating less and less and less. And if they are communicating about the irrelevant stuff, which is exactly what this interview is. And that's why I think this is an absolute crash out.
yeah, I'm very excited about what the future has to offer. And it's so fun to develop this game together with everyone in the studio and together with the players. It's so fun.
Well, big thanks. Zelda's doing a little bit of a snore here. There'll be more in the future.
Yeah.
And so are the players. So are the players. Like, the face of that dog is exactly what we as a community are. That dog, look at this dog right now. He's just looking down on the floor and it's looking at you, Michaela. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is not what I came here for. This is not what I'm interested in. Like, this is such a good representation of the player base right now. That dog is literally winning an Oscar for a Helldivers 2 average player reaction. Well done, Wiener. Well done.
Let us know your questions. Thanks.
Thank you.
Right. So, my initial reaction for this video was, yes, we are finally gonna get some feedback regarding their roadmap, regarding their performance. It started off very well. It started off, the first 2.5 minutes were absolutely great. We are talking about the performance, the acknowledgement that the Into the Unjust update has broke the game in many, many ways. That was a part that I was very, very excited about. However, once we reached 2.5 minutes on that video, we are started talking about complete baloney. Why? I have no idea. Why have we addressed stuff that is completely irrelevant? First of all, why are we talking about power fantasy? I don't care. I don't care. Why are we talking about the game director's playstyle? That was so baffling to me. I was so confused by the way he was talking about, like, Warband implementation as well, and his playstyle. I could not care less about your playstyle right now. All I care about is the fact that I don't even care about my playstyle. I just care about me playing the game, which at the moment is proven to be very, very difficult because the players are having trouble actually getting through playing a game because it crashes, it lags, it causes PCs to break. We didn't address any of them issues. And then we are talking about the Battle of the Super Earth and Calypso for the several minutes. Why on earth are we talking about this? Personally, the first 2.5 minutes of the interview, great. But we haven't expanded into those 2.5 minutes whatsoever. And the next 14 minutes were just an absolute irrelevant bunch of stuff that we are simply not interested in. So yeah, I appreciate the communication. However, we are communicating the things that we are simply not interested in. That's just my personal opinion. This is going to be edited into like a massive, massive long video, but I'm going to break this down and pick out the most relevant things that are in this video. But we're gonna talk about this a little bit later. Right now, one thing that I am interested in, I want to have a look at the comment section. The comment section, right? Let's have a look. So, go. Yeah. That should be okay for now. Right, let's have a look at these questions because there is actually so much that they are telling us about. Right, so I'm gonna start with the top one because there is like so many likes under so many comments. It's absolutely incredible. There's over 1,000 comments under this video, and you guys have been talking crazy. I appreciate that you are working towards solidifying the game before rushing to put out more content. Yeah, I think the majority of the players, I agree with that. The collective sigh I hear from the players as we watch 2 and 3 flash mobs. Okay, that's not relevant. Thank God you put enough content to work on stability and performance. This is exactly what the community has been asking for. Yes, but where is the clarification and more information regarding that? We're talking about the dog. Why? Right. phasing through walls, very big bug as well. I was expecting them to talk about like specific bugs, and I was hoping that this one was gonna come up, but again, didn't happen. Glad you are aware of the problems. I hope you really prioritize them going forward. That's number one thing I think Arrowhead needs to work on, is actually prioritizing the problems. Oh, I see that the little double-barreled bundled together with the other shotguns in the category back there. I will never lose hope about getting it in my armory. I've seen this comment so many times. It's a break action shotgun that you find randomly on the map. This is not a tease towards like a new weapon on the new weapon in the warband. No, this shotgun is already in a game, guys. I just want to throw it out there. There has been like a lot of negative comments when I initially watched this video. I don't see them anymore. Let's have a look at this one. He's just stating his own little problems about War Striders, Flesh Mobs, and Dragon Roaches. Yeah, those 3 enemy types have actually been in the eyes for the community for quite some time. 1 minute 45. Hey, I think I speak for many players when I say we are more than happy to wait for more content if the overall performance and balance are being handled with more care. Excited to see what's to come. So am I, and hopefully it's finally going to be something good. We voted for engine answers and got nothing. Just a bunch of political tier waffling, and you're deleting comments. Pathetic display. Yeah, there has been a lot of things going around that apparently the comments in this video are being deleted left, right, and center, and most of them comments were negative. So again, we are trying to express our frustration, and instead what's going on is you guys are simply deleting those comments. This is also a form of feedback, and this feedback is getting deleted. What's the point of us actually attempting to talk to you guys if you guys are just deleting our comments? Saving everyone the time. This is a 16-minute nothing burger video. No explanation of anything. Probably did more than harm by then saying nothing. Again, those were kind of the comments that were deleted at some point yesterday. I am baffled by the fact that all of a sudden, when I looked at this comment section yesterday, it was very negative, and now I'm not seeing as many negative comments, and that's because they have been deleted. Right, let's get back to the subject at hand, and that is the gameplay itself. We are going to play a couple of games. I'm not going to have time for a lot of games, as I do have a football match myself that I need to go to. Right, so let's launch Helldivers and actually do what we are supposed to be doing, which is spreading, manage democracy. Make sure that my video has been posted today. It's out, which it is. Fantastic. Okay, let's launch the game. We are going to play a couple of games. We are going to play on Crimsica, get that major order solidified. Sorry, not the major order, the defense campaign. Crimsica is actually liberated in 1 hour, so we can play on Crimsica for about 45 minutes, and then after that I'm gonna have to go and shoot, because I have very important game to go, and I'm playing as well, so I need to be there. I need to be there on time. Right, Crimsica. We're gonna play, I think, Eradicate mission, and 1 40-minute long mission is going to be good enough. Oh yeah, the new major order, we are preparing for the Liberty Day, and we are basically need to liberate Marfark and Zosna.
Mission coordinates locked.
We're not gonna go into major order too much in this one.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
But we are just going to liberate Crimsicare as quickly as we can
Orbit synchronized.
and get this mission done. But I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. Definitely has been a very, very difficult video to make. I know it's going to be a very, very negative one, but unfortunately, not every video is going to be, you know, rainbows and butterflies. Go for the breaker. Quasar and Warpack, why not?
Hellpod launch initiated.
That's 2 spore spewers at the same time. Okay, well that's one mission accomplished. I'm gonna try to stay up here. I wonder if I could potentially destroy that second spore spewer. There's so many spore spewers. There's one there. There's one there. Can't get me, boys. Oh, there's a bug breach above me, below me as well. This is going to be a very interesting start. Go away. Go away. I ain't gonna lie, guys. This isn't looking good. Ow. Well, who didn't see that coming? Gonna go for that second spore spewer then. Yeah, pretty much the entire map is engulfed by spore spewers. Cannot see a thing. It's a good thing I'm not playing with my Helldiver's helmet right now, because that would be basically invisible, impossible to see anything. Now, we eliminated 3 spore spewers, which is a lot. Move, 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 move. That Bile Titan needs to go. We have arrived to a very, very chaotic part of Crimsicare. Holy. Oh, okay. I really hope I get reinforced on my stuff at least. I think it looks like I am. That's good. I think I am. Yeah, I am. Okay, that's good. If the other guy liberated me, I would have been a little bit aggy. That's Stalkers. Yeah, that's Stalkers. There's a Stalker nest here somewhere. Okay, let's find... I need to find a Stalker nest. I think this is it here. Nope. Where's the Stalker nest? We are going a little bit too far away from the objective.
100 meters.
Oh, I see a Bile Titan nest. I see your head. I can't. Yeah, we need to. We need to take that. The only thing is though, I don't have the armament for that. That's a heavy nest as well. And a bug breach in there. Take that charger.
Reloading.
That's a very good napalm right in there. I might just top it up with my one. I don't think I have to be honest. Very, very good napalm. I think the big hole is still open. I might just top it up with my one as well, if I'm honest.
Requesting orbital.
Yeah, the bug breach over there is still going. Jesus, yeah, that's a lot of firepower. Yeah, don't get too close because it will hit me. Our bug breach is still going. Just threw 2 napalms in there.
Let's reload. Sending in an eagle. Outpost cleared. Requesting sentry.
Did we clear this? No, there's still one more.
Rare sample acquired.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Outpost cleared.
There we go.
Throwing supply beacon. Deploying equipment package.
What level are you guys? One of them's level... Oh, they're low levels. Okay, that makes sense.
Outpost is strong.
I'm the only one with over level 100 on here. We have one guy who's level 99.
Objective completed.
You should regroup with the team in that case.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
I mean, we've pretty much done all of the secondary objectives on the map now as well, so we've done well there. I'm just gonna go for that little bug nest, and then from there, we pretty much cleared everything. So even though no one here is over level 100, everybody done very, very well.
Rare sample acquired.
I don't want to reinforce him because I don't think he was here. Did we take out that stalker nest? I don't think we did.
Requesting air support. Here comes the cavalry.
I was solid.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate. Blood light for super.
Let's get in there. I think there's one more. Yeah, over there. Done well there. We've done well there. So that's all of the little nests on now, basically. Now we just need to focus on the objective.
Northwest.
So me and P2 can do the... Oh, we split ourselves nicely here. We can do the... We can do the data and they can do the generator. That's good stuff, team. That's a solid team. It's a solid team.
Marking location.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, and he reinforces me on that side as well. That is an incredible, incredible team. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Except for me killing myself.
Reporting to the front. Calling down a sentry. Calling down a support weapon. Sample collected.
Come on. There we go.
I got the terminal.
Let's take that package.
Package acquired.
Go to the objective.
Dropping item. New mag. Dropping package. Package acquired.
Yeah, you might as well take it. I have the grenade pistol.
Tagging map. Southeast. Far.
He has the crossbow as well, so he can use better weaponry than myself.
Reloading.
Oh, we are doing so well. We are, as a team, like, this is one of the better Helldivers teams I had in a while. As long as we get minimal amount of patrols, we should be okay. Got some more. Yeah, we're sorted. We are flying. I love how the Warpack doesn't drain your stamina. The actual jump pack does, and I don't think it should.
Marking location. Heavy. West.
And the radar station is just in front of us.
Ending in an eagle. Have a taste of democracy.
Alright, let's move in. Did the guys fix the generator? Yes, they did, and they can regroup with us then. Walk away. Lovely. Ah, we are smashing this mission so far. It's gonna be a bug breach. Don't know from which one yet. That one? No chance, mate. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Move, 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 move. That's not good. Not good.
Calling down supplies.
Ah, this is going well. This is actually going very, very well so far. Yeah, now all we have to do is wait for this fire to clear, and we have a clear access to the mission objective.
Sweet liberty, my nothing.
Oh, of course, there's a Bile Titan. Do 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 do. Oh, there's two. What? Ah, it's okay. Got I threw the ammo here somewhere. There we go. Give me that.
I'm out.
Hi, fellas. Where's the package? Yeah, the start of this game was a little bit chaotic, but we are doing like insanely, insanely well right now.
Engaging terminal.
Walk away.
I got the terminal. First one, east. Throwing grenade.
When you got this, mate. You got this. You got this. The big bugs coming from that way.
Engaging terminal. First one, east. I'm on it. I got the terminal. Engaging terminal. I'm on it. Affirmative. Throwing supply beacon.
Come here, give me a hug. I just gave you all that. Give me a hug. Anybody want to give me a hug? No? Okay. Fair enough, mate. We're pretty much done here. Just need to input the long number and we are done. But like, generally, this team has done so well. Call the bug breach so we can get the hell out of here. Thank you.
Dropping a pin. West. 200 meters.
Now let's get the hell out of here. P2, get out of there. I might have just doomed him.
Sending in an eagle.
I'm gonna wait for him. No! I nearly just threw me in a fire. Let's make sure we can get him safe.
Sample collected.
What the hell is he going? Where are you going? Oh, there he is. Is that Impaler? I'm sure I just heard an Impaler. Oh no, Spore Charger. Bears, don't need me for that. What did you drop?
Requesting air support.
Oh, that sentry's gonna be really good as well. Anything that will chase us will just get caught by it. It's an incredible, incredible team. Like, we have, like, as a team, we've done so well here. That are heavy? Oh, it's only an alpha commander, that's fine. It's a better option, to be fair. You gotta get in. Solid sample collection as well. Could be better, but it also could be much, much worse. We're going straight in. Hey, good mission, lads. Good job. Good mission. Oh, yeah, that was great. Great effort, lads. Great effort. Victory on Crimsica in 41 minutes, guys. 41 minutes. Unfortunately, as I leave, that's when it's gonna get liberated, so I won't be here for that. 10 minutes won't even be able to reach the second megacity, which is great. Because that would actually slow us down. And in terms of the major order, like, we are making pretty much no progress whatsoever. There's more people involved in this defense campaign than the major order. But then, to be fair, it is about to be done. Like, literally 40 minutes. Right, we should be able to play the Blitz mission before I need to leave.
Your comrades didn't return.
Right, incoming message from Super F, just in case you guys want to see this. Allied 3 Heavens, Secundus and Zergosia have been returned to the dominion of Super F. The ancient illuminate structures present on these planets have been cordoned off and archaeological excavation has begun. The same anomalous phenomena, including gravitational waves and temporal microdilations, have been observed in the immediate vicinity of each site. However, thanks to the work of the Helldivers, the Illuminate will be denied the opportunity to use these historic sites to create revisionist propaganda. There may be yet undiscovered ruins on planet under Illuminate control. Investigation into the nature of these structures will continue until the source of the phenomena is identified. Have a look at this new major order as well. Preparations for liberty, they have begun. All over the galaxy, the spirit of rebirth and renewal begins to permeate the ventricles of our citizens' hearts. This year, our most venerated holiday follows the craven Illuminate attack on Super Earth itself. Our citizens recall the horrific violence wrought by the enemy, but also the Helldiver defense that drove them off. Off to the civilian courage, they never gave the way to terror and the tireless construction crews restoring the rightful glory of our home. To further bolster morale this Liberty Day, all Helldivers are tasked with aiding in the procurement of explosives for the Super F patriotic pyrotechnic display. Beloved by children everywhere, this cheerful display is essential to the special sense of Liberty Day magic. The automatons are known to possess high amounts of explosive, in clear violation of 2113 Act on Galactic Neighborhood Non-Volatility. According to recent intel, they maintain significant stockpiles on Marfak and Zosma. The Helldivers are ordered to seize these stockpiles and save Liberty Days for families everywhere. Right, we have been on Crimson Care, but there's no point us doing any more campaigns because this planet is going to be liberated very, very soon as well. But it looks like we are not gonna go Marfak. It looks like majority of the players are going on Xanian Prime. Even though the resistance is higher, so I'm not really sure why we are going over there. But we are going to do the Blitz mission. And maybe Eradicate mission after that. It entirely depends how quickly we'll be able to get this one done. If we get this one done in the next 10 minutes...
FTL jump successful. Mission coordinates locked.
If we manage to get this one done...
Has left squadron.
In the next 10 minutes, we might be able to do the Eradicate mission as well. But I'm not entirely sure whether we are going to have time for that. All we really need to do is just go over there, destroy the big factory, and then have it done with. I'm gonna go for Deadeye. Why not? And the ultimatum. No, actually. Let's go for Warrant. Why not? Why not? We need laser, strafe and run, recoilless rifle, and airstrike. Why not? I think that's a pretty good loadout for the mission, not gonna lie.
Launch initiated.
Alright, let's do this. We might be able to do this ourselves, to be fair. We need to destroy 9 fabricators. That big one itself involves 6. There's a chance I might be able to just get this one done by myself. Oh, we destroyed 4. We've got 5 to go. We might as well go inside the mega city, or even better, since we have the recoilless rifle. Scan the area out for more fabricators. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good, is it? Get the Hulk. Get out the way, I want to get the Hulk. Get out the way, I want to get the Hulk. Now I can get the Hulk. I can reload and hopefully get another Hulk. No, I can't. I can always do this. Yeah, I got him. Nice. Jeez. Go away. Go away. Oh, that's a heavy devastator, that's why. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
What? That was a miss? Are you joking? Is that a miss? Come on! It's 2 random shots. And let's push for the city. Be able to get 5 fabricators there. We need to make this quick. I don't think I'm gonna have time for another mission, chat. I'm not gonna lie.
Calling in reinforcements.
Gonna have to find out. Personally, I don't think so. What are those fabricators? I wonder if the recoilless rifle can destroy big fabricators by just, you know, hitting it. I don't actually know.
Reloading.
I see no fabricators though. Apparently I am... Oh, I'm in the wrong part of the megacity. God damn it. Not the megacity, the colony. I am in the completely wrong part of it. There's literally nothing here. Go like all the way over there. Oh, the Deadeye is so satisfying if you can go for headshots. Here's something over there. Can I get out here? Ah, of course. Mines. Change it to non-guided. I never used this weapon on the non-guided system. And there's still no way out. Are you kidding me? Super credits? Hell yeah! Let's go. Ah, there they are. Right, let's find out. It doesn't. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Actually a very good piece of information. This gonna do? Hell yeah. Can always take out the Hulk with the recoilless rifle though. Uh-oh. Let's do that. Okay, okay. That's not good.
Sweet liberty, my leg. Eat this.
I will die here. I have a weird feeling I am going to die here. No stims left either. Very low on health.
Reinforcing.
He will kill me, and he... Oh, I would not be happy if that happened. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements. Objective located. Never mind. North. Democracy has lit.
Got 2 more to destroy. I think there's only 1 more here. Jesus Christ, I'm getting tossed around like a piñata. A Strider? Didn't realize there was a Strider there. Yeah, I think it looks like we need to actually go to... Oh no, there's a little fabricators over there. Okay, we can take those. Gunship facility as well. Take the ammo.
5 minutes left. We can't stay this low much longer, Helldiver. Going down a support weapon. Another triumph.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna say let's extract. But I won't have time to do another mission. Sorry, chat. How much health do the gunships have? Jesus. Ow, 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 ow. Right. Alice, I ain't gonna lie. I'm going extraction. Screw this. Screw this. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Tactical asset near your location.
I didn't know it targets the gunships as well. I wonder how much effect this has. But I need to be very close. I can't target that far. But not that way. A lot of war striders over there. Someone got another super credits. Yeah, that's a war strider on my ass there. If we're calling that extraction, we have to. Running out of time. Any stims around here, or have they all been taken? They're all been taken. Only got one stim left. How much time do we have? 3 minutes. Yeah, we need to call that extraction, like, right now. This could be more super credits. I have a weird feeling this is more super credits. Come on, please be super credits. Don't make me run here for nothing. No, medals. Okay, irrelevant. I can't get lucky twice, can I? Yeah, I'm not bothered if they delay the war bond and fix the game instead. Because that just gives me more time to collect the super credits for the war bond itself. Get this going.
Calling in extraction. Extraction shuttle inbound. Throwing supply beacon. Calling in reinforcements.
Let's get as many things on this extraction as we can before we lose it. If I step on one more mine. And then bright and red, buddy.
Ready to liberate.
You're looking shiny. Don't be scared. Give me a hug. Don't be scared. There you go. That's a war strider. Gosh darn it. Send that war strider flying. Holy. Oh. No! I've got no stims! And I've got a hemorrhage! No! I'm so close to the stims. Come on, divers. We got this.
Point me to the enemy. T-minus 30 seconds. I need a team reload.
Oh yeah, it needs to get reinforced now. Ow! What is that? Someone brought in some solar silos.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone.
The detector tower all the way down there. Oh, we haven't got time to take it. We just need to go evacuate.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Alright, good mission, guys. Good mission.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Unfortunately, we haven't got time for any more missions today because I really gotta go. I'm really short on time.
You have maintained our way of life.
Oh, we've done well there, chat. We've done well there. Good start of the major order. I don't think this major order is going to be doable, though. We're too divided right now, and we only have 6 days to liberate 4 planets. That's not a lot of time. If we pull this off, though, I'll be very surprised. Oh, this major update better be out next week. I really hope it's going to be out next week. We are slowly but surely liberating this planet, but we need to have, you know, everybody on the same planet. Mission accomplished, chat. Mission accomplished. I did crash for a second, but that's okay.
I don't know if those automatons were ever technically alive, but they're
Right, it is time for me to finish this stream, guys, because it's been... I wouldn't say it's been a long one, but I simply don't have time for any more today, simply because I really have this football game to go to. And either way, if I didn't have the football game to go to, I would have went straight to bed, as I do have work very early in the morning tomorrow, so I need to get ready for that and hopefully get some sleep. Right, guys, I'm gonna get off. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. As always, guys, obviously smash that like, subscribe if you want to see more. There's going to be another video out tomorrow. I will personally make sure of it. Thank you so much, guys. Obviously, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Let's actually have a look. Where am I going to be streaming? I'll find out now, actually. I don't know how much time I'm going to have tomorrow. Editing tomorrow's video will take me quite a while, so I need to see how much time I actually have to get done. I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. Tomorrow, probably not, but a day after, absolutely, we'll do the stream. So next stream you're gonna have is probably going to be on Thursday, and I have to take it off. So yeah, thank you so much, guys.